Hello, likers. Welcome back to our channel. It's me, your one and only baby girl, your favorite Malika. Okay, we're talking about the review of Where We Got It Wrong of Mr. Aloy, episode 30. So remember the last episode, Courage mother-in-law came in, which is Monachi's mom. So now Courage left them because he received a phone call. So Monachi mom sat Monachi down to talk to her. So she went ahead to say, she wants Monachi to listen and listen to her very carefully. She said Monachi told her that Courage mother blessed her the day that they were getting married. So she said she went ahead to say, despite all the blessings that Courage mother gave her, it is nothing compared to the curse that Courage has incurred himself, like the curse that he has brought upon himself by all the things that he did to his mother. Said he has broken the keys, that the keys of life that could unlock doors of curses and blessings, and that the first key that he broke was a key of maternal code, that he broke that key, that he brought that curse upon himself the day his mother came to his house. If you remember, that was the first episode. The day his mother came to his house and Courage dragged his mother and made him to eat on a plastic plate on the floor. The day he pulled his mother, put her on the floor that she has to eat in that plate. That day he broke a key, he broke to law, the law of nature. And that the second one, so Monachi said she doesn't understand. So she said the second one was the day of their when they were getting married, and that she came, she came to bless them. But what did Courage do? Courage poured water on his mother. And that water is life. Then how can you pour water on a woman who came with a lot of blessing to bless you people? So Monachi was stunned and confused. So she said that particular day, he did the worst thing, And for what is worth, if he had known, he should have even reconciled with his mother, but he didn't reconcile with her. He didn't. Instead, he thought he was doing the right thing. He thought, like, he justified himself by saying that based on the fact that they didn't take they didn't take care of him, they did this, they did that. So to him, he was justifying himself. And then the other one he did was by pulling out his mother's wrapper on her. So by exposing her nakedness, to the nature, And truth be told, you cannot pull a woman's cloth. That's why even in marketplace, you see, when a woman is being embarrassed, or maybe she'll wear something short, you see women, they'll remove their wrapper, because those market women, they always tie like two wrappers. They always have extra wrapper. They'll remove it and tie it around that person, that lady, to cover her nakedness, because removing a woman's wrapper is the same thing as exposing her naked. And to Monachi's mother was like, she exposed her nakedness. He exposed his mother's nakedness to the spirit that protects womanhood, which is very bad. So she went on to say, it might sound to Monachi like a joke, but even if Courage's mother forgave Courage, nature would never forgive Courage. That nature, it doesn't work like. So Monachi was getting scared. She was like, Mommy, you're scaring me. Her mother was like, your mother-in-law blessed you, right? No doubt. But I promise you, all your blessings put together cannot withstand the curse Courage has incurred upon himself. And that Courage is irredeemable. Like, Courage can never change. He's unchangeable. He has brought curse upon himself. And if you do not leave this marriage now, you will not like what will happen to you. So Monachi keeps staring at her. She was like, if you know, for real, walk away, because when the wind of vengeance will blow, even the innocent like you will wither, because Courage will bring your doom, because Courage is already condemned. Monachi, but more her mother speaks, the more she's getting scared. So her mother told her, remember, Monachi, I'm a seer. Even though I don't own a ministry, I chose not to. So everything I'm telling you is what I've seen. So the next episode is Courage meeting. The next scene rather is Courage meeting up with his guys, talking about his mother-in-law being in his house, and that he doesn't want to go back because she's there. He doesn't know when she'll be going back or whatsoever. So Andy is telling me it's her right to be there. That's your mother-in-law. So Dan, as we all know, Dan, that will not shut his mouth. It's like, what is she doing in your house? By the way, why would she tell you what to do with your wife? Because Courage was saying that he's telling Monachi that marriage, she doesn't want that marriage, that she doesn't want the marriage with Courage. So Dan is like, who is she to tell you what to do, with your family and all the rest? Courage is your wife. Chidi, Monachi is your wife and all the rest. So Andy told Dan, Monachi is his wife, not his property. So you cannot stop her from doing whatever she's supposed to do, that go and resolve your problems with Chioma. So he's saying that Chioma, is that one a problem? That one is not a problem now. That one is nothing. Then Corey was like, but come on, Dan, why don't you want to let her to help her family? If you don't want to give her money, if you don't want her to help her family, let her help her family. Why are you depriving this girl, stopping her from meeting with her family? It's not nice. Dan is like, for what? Whose money is she going to use to help her family? So Ejike was like, I know I'm not the best person to give advice, so but honestly, this one is not right. She has to be with her family. It's not right for you to stop her from being with her family. So Dan is like, if she wants to go, let her go. If she sees that this marriage, she's tired of a marriage, then she should pack her things and go. So Andy asked him like, okay, if today now you people have issues, then you throw her out of the house, where will she go? Dan was like, to him, he doesn't care. She can go to hell for all he cares. Like, I don't care. She can go anywhere. It's not my business. Like, imagine that's the person a woman got married to. So Andy was like, okay, why didn't you just go to the orphanage and get yourself a woman, since you didn't want her to associate with her family, which is the truth. You don't want this girl to associate with her own family. You're taking her away from your family. Why didn't you marry a girl who doesn't have a family? It would have been better. And truth be told, that's when Andy was like, that's the reason why I respect. Then no, Dan Ejike was like, but why don't you let her work? You're not letting her do anything. You know very well that she's not working. She cannot tell you. Only you have to help her. It's like he's not helping. So Andy was like, that's when I respect Munachi. Because Munachi, this can never happen to Munachi. This can never be Munachi. Because Munachi is a queen. Is a queen that Ejike, like for him, it was like more like a queen that Ejike doesn't deserve, because Ejike doesn't know her worth. That to Munachi, Ejike is more like a servant, who is trying to be in a king's shoes, who doesn't deserve a queen like Munachi. So to Dan, all he could think is that Andy is hitting on Munachi. Can you imagine the atrocity that he could even think through his mind? So Ejike couldn't say anything because he realized that Andy was speaking the truth. Andy was saying I love Andy for one thing. Andy will speak his mind. He doesn't care. So the next scene is Rita, who went to visit Munachi, and they were talking about the fraud, the 10 million fraud, because earlier on, I forgot, Munachi received a call that she authorized. She's an accountant in her company. She received a call that she authorized 10 million naira, a withdrawal of 10 million naira, whereas she didn't authorize anything. She haven't signed any document. So her boss asked her to return to the office ASAP. So she was explaining. That was the same time Ejike walked in. So she was explaining to Ejike, and she was like, she never authorized anything. Ejike was like, 10 million is nothing, but don't bother. I trust you. I know you didn't do that. So fast forward now, she was explaining to Rita that. So they were talking about like she got suspended. She got suspended until further investigation. So they were talking about it. So she told Rita that honestly, when she saw those documents herself, she believed it because that was her signature, but she can't remember when she signed those. She didn't sign it. And they are saying it's fraud because the person has disappeared with the 10 million naira. So as they were talking, she received a call that the cops, Ekelebe, were coming to pick her up. So started panicking. Rita was trying to calm her down and ask her to call Ejike. so that he could come. So she picked up her phone and called Ejike immediately for him to return, because Ekelebes were like coming to pick her up and take her to the station. Now those are the kind of friends you need beside you. Someone like Rita, someone like Dan. Not Choma, I'm sorry, someone like Andy, not Choma and Dan, because those two, you have them as friends who need an enemy, honestly. So, like, as we're going to end this video, please tell me what you all think about it. Please like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you'll be the first to be notified whenever I post any new video. And for those who are my returning subscribers, my likers, my lovers, I love you guys so super much. And this is not how I want to say bye, guys. Thank you so much. Mwah.